Hi, I'm Janet Lewis, San Diego Realtor, and also the Clairemont Market Manager for SD Connection. I was so excited to be able to sponsor the Clairemont Garden Tour of 2012. It was an amazing event, and just in case you weren't able to come out, I recorded some highlights for you. Hi, it's Janet Lewis, San Diego Realtor, and I'm so excited to be a sponsor of the Clairemont Garden Tour this year. These gardens are completely beautiful. Oh, there's a hummingbird. I love Clairemont. It's one of my favorite places to be. It's so amazing and majestic, and the canyons and the wildlife. I just don't think there's a better place you could live. This is the first of many gardens we'll be visiting today, and I look forward to showing you a lot of them. And I'm thrilled to be sitting here with Jim, probably my favorite gardener in Clairemont. He has done an amazing thing, created a tropical paradise in his backyard, and I just wanted to ask him, where did you get the inspiration for this?
Well, before I even moved in this house 49 years ago, I was a plant enthusiast, and I loved palms, and I'd already purchased a bunch, and my goal was just to create a tropical garden, and I got started as soon as I moved in, and I just had a love for plants. Nothing in particular inspired me.
Okay.
I just love plants.
And you said you started this 40 years ago?
49 years ago.
49 years ago. And I can tell by some of these plants that they must have been planted 49 years ago because they're so tall. You can see them from down the street.
Yeah.
So where did you get the majority of these beautiful palms?
I have shopped all over the place. And back when I first started, you couldn't buy a lot of these things. They just weren't available.
Oh, wow.
So in recent years, many new palms have been introduced into cultivation. But I also should mention to you that almost every plant in this garden was planted from something no bigger than a gallon container.
Wow.
And every single thing in both gardens, this one and next door, have been put in since we've lived here.
Beautiful.
So every single thing was done after that.
So it's pretty much a dirt lot when you got here.
Yeah, lots of grass, and the upper level was totally wild.
Wow.
And the yard next door was a total disaster. It was covered with ivy and ice plant and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
So, been at it a long time.
So, where did you get the design concepts? I mean, it's like a beautiful, it's just like an architect,
well,
like a landscape architect came back in here and designed it all. How did you?
I just started just drawing pictures of the yard and mapping out where I wanted all the walkways to be.
Beautiful.
And it kept evolving over a period of many years.
Wow.
So anyway, that's how that happened.
It's amazing. Is there anything else you want to tell us about this beautiful area?
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of palms in this garden that you don't see around, and a lot of very uncommon plants. So, I mean, I can start pointing things out, but anyway, it's just, and all these bromeliads, I love bromeliads.
They're beautiful.
So I like bromeliads and orchid. I'm an orchid nut also.
I saw those
orchids.
Oh,
did you? Okay.
Gorgeous.
And that's about it.
Well, thank you so much for sharing.
My pleasure.
This is Vishal, and we are back in his beautiful garden. It's amazing back here. On the way in, he has mint growing, and I think I saw some dill down there. And I did eat one of your little guava flowers. I couldn't help myself.
They're blooming right now.
Yes.
That's great.
Perfect. And the guava flowers are so sweet. They're my favorite edible flower. Anyway, I just wanted to ask him a few questions about what inspired you to create this beautiful and natural habitat.
Well, we had taken a vacation to Italy in the wine country there, and we just loved the way it looked and felt, and so we have very limited space here, and we have this big hill, so we thought, gosh, how can we try to incorporate the hill and try to bring in elements of the Tuscany area, and here it is. We just kind of put our pickaxe down and started working.
It's beautiful. So how long did it take you to cultivate this garden?
Well, all told, I mean, this is after all the vegetation and everything. It's been 4 or 5 years now. But yeah, the hardscape and everything took about a good year.
Okay, so that's not as long as I would imagine.
Yeah,
I mean, I
yeah.
was feeling like 20,
No,
25
no.
years to get here.
We got here pretty quickly.
And so do you come up here and like do rosemary potatoes for breakfast and just kind
Yeah.
of clip stuff from your garden
Yeah,
every day?
well, it's nice just to kind of clip something off and put it into whatever we're eating.
That is amazing. I'm sitting here in a beautiful Serene Garden created by Krista.
We've lived in Clairemont since about 1993, 1994. I've always loved the Clairemont area. I think it's highly underrated. A diamond that most people don't know exists. Great freeway access, the streets are designed well, the community is designed well, there's a lot here. The weather couldn't be better. I've got this awesome house, this awesome lot, and I've always been into gardening ever since I was a little kid, and we bought this place 8 years ago, blank slate, and I just went to town. So,
And the results are gorgeous. Where did you get some of these plants? I think that's a fruit tree, and I've never seen a fruit like that. We'll have them pan to that later, but
Okay.
what is that? And where did you get it?
I think that is a pomegranate. Is that with the orange blossoms over there?
No, it's this one right here
Oh,
with
that's
the
an
purple
apple
and
tree.
green. That's apples?
Yep, it's
They're
an apple
purple.
tree that, they're not
green.
quite mature yet.
Okay.
They'll get there, but it's an apple. I can't tell you the species, but it's designed for this climate and this area, and obviously it's doing really well.
Yes.
I
it's
took the
thriving.
net off for the show today, but normally it's netted because the canyon animals like the apples as well.
Ah.
But it doesn't require a frost in order to produce.
Okay.
So it's a species that's been developed for this climate zone. It does really well. We've got an avocado, we've got a pomegranate, orange, lemon, tangerine.
Oh, wow.
There's some kumquat trees outside. Up front. There's a loquat, there's a fig, a lot of fruit trees.
So this is really like a little Garden of Eden back here, and I bet you use this food a lot in your meals?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's the main reason we planted it. Well, not only for the beauty, but the fact that we get something out of it.
Absolutely.
And I'm an active composter. I compost everything I possibly can, and the fruit trees benefit from that as well. I've got chickens. We use the manure from the chickens in the compost that goes back to the plants. Everything goes back to the plants, and so it's
Very healthy.
recyclable. Recycled.
Well, that is amazing and great, and it's good for the earth, and so we thank you for your contribution. So I'm sitting here with Annie, and she is an amazing landscape architect. A few of the homes that we've gone to that are in the Clairemont Garden Tour 2012 have actually been designed by her, and she's facilitated this amazing growth. So I just wanted to ask her a little bit about how she got inspired to become a landscape architect, and maybe just a funny story about something that's happened since you've been doing it.
Oh, well, that's interesting. First thing, I'm a garden designer, not an architect. But I do, that's okay.
Sorry.
Just to let you know.
Designer,
Just to let you know, I
definitely.
just want to be clear on my credentials and what I do. What got me into garden designing is I used to be a medical insurance biller. And
Wow.
I was always very, very creative, and I had quadruple bypass. And after having quadruple bypass, I said, you got to follow your passion. And so gardening has always been my passion. So that's what I did. And everything I do is a palette. I've always been very creative, and the gardens are my palette. And I do a lot for Habitat Gardens. So I work a lot with trying to bring birds, butterflies, bees, beneficial insects into the yard. Best compliment that I ever get from any of my clients is that they love their yard. There's a lot of people, by the time they come to me, are so tired of their yards. You know, it's old, it's problematic, it's not doing what they want. And what I do is bring them back out into the yard. So I do a lot with vegetables, garden boxes, trees, try to make people vested in their yard so that they can walk out their back door and pick something off of a tree or a plant that they're growing and take it in and eat it.
Beautiful. Well, I absolutely love what you do. I mean, it definitely puts you into a space of just being, you know, at one with the earth, like when you walk into a garden. And so I really appreciate what you've done. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and your story is very touching. Like, I can imagine being in that environment, and like this is probably the thing that saved your life after surgery. It's like so healing to be in the earth.
And it is. And you know, I thought well, you know, I need a degree. I should go to college. I should get a degree. And then I thought, well, time is short, and I don't know how much time I've got, so I'm going to do and follow what I love.
And you absolutely have the gift.
And from the date that I started doing that, I've been busy. So the Clairemont Garden Tour, I help on the committee, I work with the committee, but I also get to show my homes, which is great that the garden committee lets me do that, or enjoys my interaction. It's good fun. I'm working in my own community, and I also get a lot of homes that are close to home, or gardens that are close to home, that I can walk to. There's nothing like being able to walk to your job. I mean, I walk out, I've got a lot of the gardens in my local area, and it's great. It's great fun. It's nice because I get to walk by and watch them grow and talk to the owners. And I stay connected with all my owners in most of my yards. I try to stay connected because it's not just like I'm building a yard and walking away. I like to be able to come back and visit my yards.
Oh, that is so sweet. So then you live in Clairemont?
I do.
Excellent, perfect. So we're neighbors. Okay, so I'm standing here at the Energy Innovation Center, and I'm so excited to have a couple members of the town council with me. This is Ryan and Dana, and Dana actually made it possible for me to be a part of this whole thing by getting my artwork in and making me a sponsor and helping me get that communicated. And so Ryan and Dana, I just wanted to thank you because it was amazing and I know it was a ton of work, and ask you what's in it for you and why are you so devoted and what's the mission of the Clairemont Town Council?
Thank you. Well, thank you, Janet. And first off, I want to thank you so much for the sponsoring, helping us sponsor this event. I mean, the garden tour in Clairemont's been going on now for 16 years. This is our 16th year of doing this, but this is our very first expo. And when I came on board as president, and even when Dana came on board as our garden tour chair, you know, we had a conversation originally. We were like, hey, we want to change this up. We want to do something special for Clairemont that is just so new, so unique, that people are going to be talking about it for months, weeks, years down the road, so that next year when we do this, we have ideas on maybe how to change things up even from this, on how we did it this year. And so I think the reward for us in Clairemont is, especially with the new Energy Innovation Center here in Clairemont, it's such a unique venue to have other events, and it's an opportunity for us to really present and show this and show our community off in a way that we wouldn't otherwise be able to do.
Excellent. And I'm sure it's going to get better every year. I'm hoping that you'll call me like right away for sponsorship opportunities.
Absolutely.
And so Dana, what is really exciting and enriching about having this experience for you?
The thing that really drove it home for me was to get the community involved. We wanted to really grow the garden tour from really kind of appealing to one demographic to having a little bit of something for everyone. So this year one of our gardens had trains, we have animals here at the expo, so hopefully we're getting a little bit of something for everyone.
Yeah, I love that there was something for the kids, and the chef was doing the tabletop to your table display. It was really great. So I want to thank you so much for your energy, putting it out there and making this happen. It's been an amazing event, and the gardens are beautiful and breathtaking. And I just can't wait to share with everyone all the great things that are going on here.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for highlighting this. This is really, really important to us. Thank you.
Oh, great. Thank you for your contribution.
Of course. Thank you.